Hello, it's me again, and I'm doing a thing. I'm trying to get more consistent so that I can get a little bit more views, but I don't really know how to do that right now because it seems like a lot of things are still kind of that feast or famine. You're either really busy or you're really not, but it is what it is. Can't complain too much though because I'm able to um maintain some of my friendships that aren't acting weird, and I may have found out like some of the issues that have been going on lately. That's with the friends group that especially the ones that are still at the shelter, and I just keep praying for them because I really don't know what else to do. I mean, uh it's really difficult to try to help people when they at least act like they don't want to be helped, and it's really difficult to know how to stay friends with somebody who acts like they don't want you around. They probably do want me around, but they think whatever weirdness is going through their head. So, yeah, but I've been having issues with my allergies. I think I may have a double ear infection right now. Fun times. Yeah, if it gets any worse, I'm gonna call my doctor. It's not really affecting my ability to sleep, but it's messing with my equilibrium, and my ears just hurt. Um, so yeah, it's probably my allergies. I am taking allergy medication, but sometimes it's just not strong enough. Strong enough to help me sleep, but it isn't like perfect. It is helping though. And I got some good stuff. I found that I can order things on Amazon, and I've been like being more uh, curious about what I can actually get on Amazon. And I've gotten corned beef hash, I've gotten candy, and I got all kinds of food. Like most of the food you see on the shelf back there came from Amazon. Some of it's just random stuff that was either left here or that I bought somewhere else, but most of the stuff on there is from Amazon. Well, anyway, I got cranberry juice. I'd gotten pineapple juice a little while back, and I decided I was going to get cranberry juice. See, can I get cranberry juice? And I found these really cool ones. They're called Immunity. They're, and I found them in little single servings, and it's cranberry, blueberry, acai, and they're really good. And I like that. And then I got some strawberry, cranberry, white cran strawberry. Oh, I got that coming too. But they came from somewhere else, so they're gonna take a little bit to get here. But I have the immunity ones, and they're very good. And yeah, so that's good. So now I don't have to buy all of my food at the store. So I don't have to be making multiple trips to a grocery store and wearing myself completely out just to survive. Um, which is good. Now I've got to try to figure out what to do about my house. I have discovered, especially since my kids have been bringing more of my stuff over, that I have storage problems. But I am planning on getting my bed frame this month, and if I can afford to, I might get my dresser as well. And having those two things will open up some storage space because I can put things under the bed. And it's a queen size, so can fit quite a bit under there. Um, it's um, it's gonna be cool. And I need to get more clothes. I realize that because Spokane is very different from Bellingham. It almost feels like Bellingham had like three temperatures basically. Um, you would have your cold winter, you'd have the kind of in between with the spring and fall, and then you would have um, the warmer summers. But here you've got very, very cold periods in winter. So you need to have extra warm stuff. Then you have to have the regular warm stuff. And then there's the in between period where you don't even know what the weather's going to be. I was outside in shorts, I think it was yesterday, and I had to have a jacket on because the sun was going in and out of the clouds, and every time it would go behind the clouds, it would get like cold, would actually get cold. So, but then when the sun was out, it would be like 65 degrees or something crazy like that. Um, and then you have the warm summer days, and then it gets almost as hot as the south. for some, so you have to make sure you have the clothes for everything. And because it's not taking, the summer clothes are much smaller than winter clothes, so it's taking me a bit longer now that I'm wearing lighter clothes to get a load, and I know that that could be an actual problem coming this summer. So that means I need to get some more clothes, and I probably need to get some more towels and washcloths just so that I have enough of that stuff to keep doing what I need to do throughout the week before I get a load or two. And that's all. I'm doing really good here. I'm liking my place. I got my Felix clock up and working. And it's in the kitchen because that's where my grandma had hers. Uh, it's really cool to see that thing just ticking away. The tail goes back and forth and the eyes look back and forth. It's really cool. Um, and I'm glad I got that thing to work because I've had them before and they either get broken or lost or because other people don't really respect that much. And I think thinking back on stuff like that gives me an idea of why my daughter doesn't seem to respect me. And I do realize that because she witnessed some of my relationships not respecting me, she probably thinks she doesn't have to. And then she does have at least one person manipulating her into believing that she doesn't have to. Or that I did things that I didn't do. And I don't like that, but I don't know what to do about it. Now that we don't live together, it's not as much of a problem. I really don't know. She doesn't tell me that I'm bothering, that something I'm doing is bugging her. Um, so she just explodes, and just every problem that ever existed, whether it did or not, is my fault. And it's pretty normal for mothers and daughters, but yeah, I didn't like that. But I don't live with her now, so I don't have to worry about it. Um, I just don't see the kids as much as I used to, and that's kind of hard on me because I used to see Eli every day, and then I'd see Shania, like we worked at the same place, and so I'd see her almost every day, and now I don't hardly ever see them at all. So yeah, that's kind of hard. Um, I'm sure some of you guys can understand that. I think they call that emptiness syndrome or something. But I'm finally getting to where I can experience myself. As you can tell by watching these, my wardrobe has changed a bit. And it's going to be changing a little bit. And I keep finding all these cool clothes. Like I've needed pants. I found this company that they are not exactly sure if they're made in Asia or if they're just an Asian or if they're um, contracted through Asia, but they're shorter. My little short ass fits in these clothes. They're designed with the idea that somebody might be short. So I'm able to wear them without having any problems. And I found cool ones with buckles all over them and chains, and it's fun. And it's I'm just having a little bit of fun with my wardrobe now because I didn't used to do that. I didn't get to do that when I was young. And a lot of the same styles that were popular back when I was younger coming back, like the mesh t-shirts. I've got one, the whole back is mesh. I didn't know it was the whole back was mesh because it said that the lower part was a t-shirt. So the lower part that comes up like a tank top, and then you have like the mesh in the front over the tank top. And then it's you get like this little spike collar thing on there. And it also had these little buckle things on the arms, or it has, but I didn't realize the whole back of it was mesh, which is kind of funny. But it's a comfortable shirt, and I do wear a bra with it, even though I don't know if you're supposed to, because I'm at that age where things are a little loose, and I don't want them flapping around. So yeah, so I do wear a bra with it, and yeah, I'm just comfortable. I was comfortable in that outfit. It was great. Um, So yeah, I'm in this really fun time frame where I don't feel like I'm being dragged down. I'm not being told when I need to eat. I don't really have to worry about what I'm eating. I I don't have to be cooking all the time. I don't have to be doing housework all the time. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying this life here. And I've got a really great view of the city. And I'm hoping to be able to get back in touch with one of my friends soon, but I have no idea what's going on with them or where they're at or all that stuff. And because I was an idiot and forgot to get her phone number, yeah, I can't be like or she's like her contact information, because nowadays a lot of people are on Facebook and other things that you just like, yeah, that's, I'm on that platform or whatever, and yeah, there we are. Okay, there it is. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to get a hold of that person pretty soon, and maybe reconnect and like stay friends with them, and yeah, and I got to hang out with my friend that I like to hang out with, because she's all over the place and she's funny, and she gets me out of the house when we walk. We're just everywhere. There's no real destination. It's kind of fun. And I got to hang out with her, and it was good. I'm just really liking that the few friends that are still talking to me are actually my friends, and then um, the people that live in the building now are still my friends. I'm not sure what's going on with the folks at the shelter, and I want to remain supportive and helpful, but I just don't know what to do, because the only things I'm hearing right now are just rumor and conjecture, and I'm not really exactly sure what's going on, other than it's bad, because it's all they're really telling me is that it's bad. It's bad since Trent shut down, and I knew that was going to happen, because it was they shut it down while it was still very, very, very cold, and it still occasionally does get very, very, very cold at night. So, what do you think? You think those people are just gonna stay outside if they can get in somewhere? No. I mean, I'm not sure if they're planning on redoing the Trent shelter, because it didn't have privacy at all. There was no indoor plumbing, no kitchen, and I had like 400 people in basically a warehouse, and there's no separation. It's not safe. They're letting in men and women. There was a lot of drug use. There was a lot of violence. Apparently there was gang activity. I have no idea how they thought that was going to work, but yeah, that was. But I think it was just supposed to be a temporary shelter, um, and not everybody who's out there now is going to be able to get into a place like I did. Um, just hoping that safe places for them do open up, because where they can actually get the help that they need, because they're still people, no matter how bad it gets for people, as it's still people. And one of the things that's kind of still getting to me about the homelessness situation is that a lot of people, like, keep in mind, my whole life I was told that I was not pretty, um, that I was ugly, and that people didn't want me around. And some of it was actually straight said, and some of it was inferred. Though I could have been misreading some of the people because of how abusive my family is. I could be they, but even when I was in Arkansas, I was getting the same kinds of messages where I'm not welcome, I'm not allowed, I'm not this, I'm not that. You know, so I've been told that my whole life, and then I come here. I'm 50. I turned 50 in the homeless shelter, and all of a sudden I'm like drop dead gorgeous and smoking hot, and like all these people want me. And I'm like, no, they don't. What are you talking about? So that was a confusion thing, and also I heard a lot about how pretty people don't go homeless. So what are you doing here if you're so pretty? Well, your appearance has absolutely nothing to do with what makes you homeless. Your appearance ultimately doesn't have anything to do with whether or not somebody can truly love you. It's so complicated, these things are. And a lot of people just want to get caught up on looks. So to tell you what, there weren't a whole lot of ugly people in that shelter, like physically unattractive people in that shelter. It was just a lot of ugly attitude, a lot of I can do whatever the fuck I want kind of. Yeah, that's not how it works. You do have to follow rules to a certain extent in order to be able to at least fake normal. And then when you're at home, when you're in your private life, you can do whatever. And but if you want to keep a job, you got to stay sober. For an example, you got to get your mental health issues in check for almost anything. Like if you want a family, get a job, get a husband, all that stuff. You got to keep your drug usage and your mental health in check, because nobody's gonna stay. And let's just or I should say, most people aren't gonna stay, and the ones that will stick around aren't the ones you want. And it's just like, and I'm just like looking at these people thinking, how the hell can you make it to definitely grown ass adult age and not realize that you have to at least try to fake normal or keep your shit in check? Because most of the people at the shelter are over the age of 30. I think I've only known like 3 or 4 people the whole time I was there that were under 30. Um, or there were only like 3 or 4 people at a given time in that shelter the whole time I was there that were under 30. Most of us were definitely over 30. Um, a surprising amount of us are my age and older with health issues, because people just, they don't do what they used to. Families aren't taking care of their disabled and elderly as well as they used to, and I'm not really sure what that's all about, but it's probably some kind of social thing that just doesn't make any sense. But I'm here and I'm safe, and I've got people around me that I know are good people. I'm starting to get along better with my kids, and so it just feels like things are getting better now. And no matter how people try to pull me down, um, it seems like I'm actually getting lifted up. Because if I hadn't called the police on the roommate that day when he was acting like that, I wouldn't have gotten this apartment. I would have had to live somewhere, and I would have had to fight with hens if I had even gotten hens. Um, but here I'm not dealing with hens at all. I don't even know if I'm dealing with any government agencies. I do have to comply with all the rules, and that's part of the reason why I took today to do a quick update, is because there's going to be some kind of inspection on the 7th, and even though my house isn't that dirty, because I'm generally fairly clean, I'm generally pretty good about picking up after myself and tidying up as I go. But sometimes, like lately, when I haven't been feeling all that good or I've been really busy, then it's a little hard to keep up with it. But since I'm not feeling good and I think I may have a double ear infection, it's gonna take me a little bit. So I gotta focus on tidying up so that I don't get in trouble when they come, if they come in to inspect, because that is HUD. I don't think they're coming into my apartment because I'm not on HUD, but you just never know. It's a government agency. They can kind of do what they want. But yeah, so I gotta tidy the place up a little bit. It's not bad. It's just I need to sweep. I need to get rid of some boxes. And breaking down the boxes can be a little hard on me with the fibro and the nerve damage. And it's things like just keeping up with things. I need to clean the stove. Not that it's dirty, it's just that's something they specifically mentioned, was to clean the stove and the oven and make sure that there's nothing on the top of it. So like if they come in, they can turn it on without the smoke detectors freaking out, and like make sure things are away from the heaters and like that kind of stuff. But yeah, so hopefully this month I'll be able to take care of some of the stuff I need to, like purchase the furniture pieces that I need to, that will help with the storage issue that I'm noticing. um, and I can get rid of the empty boxes. That will also help with the storage issue, because I can put some of the stuff that I don't know what to do with in the storage area where the boxes currently are. But I think I'm good. So it's just I wanted to be able to focus on that, and then if I have time, I'll probably do another update, and let you guys know what's going on with me. Also, I have reached out to a charity to look into being able to help out with that, and um, hopefully they'll get back to me and I can start doing stuff like that, to see, if I fit in somewhere. Do I fit in there? So, I'll let you guys go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.